Welcome, and thank you for coming. In the country of Myanmar lives a little 4-year-old girl named Van Dao Par. She lives in the poorest country in Southeast Asia with her 2 brothers and both of her parents. Before July 2012, she lacked the opportunity for education and proper food and clothing. Since then, with a small contribution of $25 a month, God has used my money to fulfill those needs in her life. With dependence on God and 83 cents a day, International Child Care Ministries has given her far more opportunities than she would have without them. Whether through working at a school or raising children of your own, you've all witnessed a child reaching one of their aha moments of progress, where something makes sense to them that didn't before. It can bring hope to cynics, but unfortunately, it's not an opportunity for everyone. Many children are not given the proper resources to reach these opportunities. I, as I said earlier, sponsor a child through ICCM, International Child Care Ministries, and know the impact it's made on my life and the life of the child I sponsor. And I've researched this topic and will be sharing some of that research with you today. I will share with you the issues that a lot of children face with lack of resources, and then I will share a solution with you for those problems and tell you why and how you should get involved. First, I will tell you the importance of physical, educational, and spiritual needs in a child's life. And then I will tell you how child sponsorship programs such as ICCM helps them reach these 3 goals in their life. And I'll finish by telling you how and why you should get involved and be part of the solution. To start off, there are children who face tremendous problems all over the world because of their lack of resources. Recent video from the nonprofit child sponsorship program, ICCM, states that 64 million children die every year from malnutrition, a lack of clean water, or a lack of immunizations. This is overwhelming, especially because all of these deaths were preventable. This is important because it's a matter of life and death. On a note of education, Edward Spencer, the news coordinator for the University of San Francisco, says that equipping a child with formal education increases their chance for future income and stability because it increases their chance for formal employment. Now, on a note of Christianity, although it is the highest practiced religion worldwide, there are other countries that are more populated with other religions, such as Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism, according to a worldwide statistical webpage. And none of these say that Jesus is the way to salvation. Now that I've told you about the problem, what's the solution? Physically, child sponsorship programs help by giving food aid and basic medical treatment to children to lessen the deaths from preventable, curable causes. And they help educationally, as Spencer also points out, or as Carpenter also points out, by adding 3 years of educational levels to the children that they help. 3 years of educational levels, yes. They help on a spiritual note by programs like ICCM with developing creative ways to teach the gospel to children. I've told you the problem and the solution. Now why and how should you be a part of this? Christians are called to rescue the needy and be open-handed towards them according to Scripture. They're also called to care about those that they help. Proverbs 22:2 states that the poor and rich have at least one thing in common, that God created all of them and cares about them greatly. Through sponsoring a child, you're able to maximize your opportunities to help the needy as God called us to do. ICCM indicates that 80% of the money that you donate to them goes directly to the child. 5% goes to a separate college fund for them later in the future, and 15% goes to supportive services. To sum everything up, children lack necessary care globally. They're neglected physically by curable problems leading to death. They're neglected educationally by not being able to reach their potential and success. They're neglected spiritually by not knowing that Jesus is the way to salvation. Child care sponsorship helps with these, and is your opportunity and responsibility to get on board. Now that I've laid all this out in front of you, I would encourage you to help children reach those aha moments and strive for their dreams. I encourage you to connect with the ICCM program at childcareministries.org and fill out the information to sponsor a child for just $25 a month. These things I'm telling you are not just statistics. These are real children with a heart, mind, and soul. Just as Van Doutpar, I feel a connection with her, and just as I've been able to have this relationship of sorts, you would be given a pamphlet with information and a picture of the child that you sponsor. I challenge you to get on board with this program, as I did, and see if it doesn't change you. Thank you for coming.